Hi everyone, Tranquil Tingles here. Hope that you're doing well. It's always good to see you. Today's video, I'm going to rinse off some craft buttons. So we're going to have some clinking of the buttons, some tapping with my nails, and water sounds as well. I thought after we rinse them off, we can look at all three batches of buttons that I have. Kind of sort through them and look at some of the ones that are unique, and I hope that you enjoy the video a great deal. So I have 1 out of 3 batches in this bowl. I thought we could start with some water sounds as I swish them around in this bowl. Not exactly certain what project I'm going to complete with the buttons, but there are many options out there. Oh, I like water sounds and I hope you do too. I spend a fair amount of time looking at projects on Pinterest when I have time. I always have a list of things that I'd love to do that I don't quite get to do. So there are a lot of colors here. There's lots of black and brown and gold and purple and blue and orange and yellow. I originally wanted to spell out an inspirational quote, or a very short phrase, obviously, using these buttons. Something like believe or dream, just a very quick one-word phrase. But I just haven't quite gotten to it yet. And then there are a couple of things in here that don't necessarily resemble any button, as there's no attachment to them. Just a present. I also thought we could switch up the angle in a bit. So you can take a look at the buttons in the water, little more detail. I even had high hopes at one point that I would learn how to sew some of my own clothes, make some really neat designs. But then real world happened, and I didn't have enough time. Always that time thing. It's a big restriction. can see these buttons a little more up close and personal. So give me just a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're looking at the base of the bowl now. And as you can see, the lighting really illuminates some of the buttons. And allows you to see some of the colors here. Here's a pretty pink button. And a transparent blue button. And a very sparkly button. The very bright yellow button. And this one's pretty interesting too. Some look like flowers. And some are square. And some have stars on them. And some of them are raised up. And even some are rectangle. This one's different. And you have really beautiful royal blue buttons. And you have orange buttons. And silver glitter buttons. And purple buttons. And then a peach orange button. And this is a unique button. And then you have a green button. And this one's a very unique shape. I've had these for several months and have yet to do anything with them, but I know that I will. This one has, I believe, a bear. And this is a pretty one. Well, now some of these I have a tendency to favor over some of the others. But like I said, this is only 1 out of 3 batches. Oh, this one's interesting. So yet again, I'd like to switch up the camera angle for you. So if you'll give me just a minute, we'll change our view and explore a little further. Alright. And now we're obviously looking down in the bowl. So let's see what we can find from this angle. This one's different, like gold bronze, and it's concave. There's a gold one floating. Actually, it's silver. Believe it or not, that has a anchor on the back, but it looks like an eye. I just love these. They're so bright, and they're actually raised up. And this bright yellow one, it's all cushioned up. The white one. This actually has a bit of a cutout. It's a mint green raised up. And a lot of these are very detailed. Which is very nice. Because a lot of the buttons that I looked for when you bought assortments weren't always very pretty. I hope this is quite soothing. I think it's making me feel very relaxed. So I could just keep turning over these buttons in this bowl for you. This one's very different. Like I said, the raised up ones are really quite neat. Very neat. This one's different too. White outside and pink inside. What do you say we dry these off and take a look at all of them once they're dry? So I'll tell you what, I'll dry these off and I'll be right back with you. Alright, now for a little inspection of the buttons outside of the water. I'm trying to show Okay, so I dried off the buttons and I thought I would try to show you a few of my favorites. Okay. Thought we could look over about a quarter of these at this time. I still didn't get the opportunity to show you all the buttons, but I thought a little look at what we have here outside of the water. This way you could look at some of the very fine detail up close. So this black one actually looks like it has sequins on it. Okay, so I've only laid out about a quarter of the buttons. I did have quite a big supply, but I thought this would give us the opportunity to take a close look at some of the buttons outside of the water. And if you really like the video, I have enough buttons that I could easily do this again. So I'll pick a button. Let's see. This one's catching my eye. So it has two holes, and this is all raised up, so it can actually make a little bit of a sound when I rub my nail across it. This is a pretty large button. Let's see up close. Oh. So I like that one a great deal. It's quite pretty. This one actually is raised up, and it almost looks like it's beaded. It has a really beautiful shine to it. This one looks like a little football. I already showed you this one. Looks like a little ring. Little yellow button. Just catches the light ever so. This one. It's kind of a light blue. This one's beautiful too. Looks like a little flower. Can't imagine what work goes into this. Making all these buttons. Not exactly sure how this made it in my assortment. Looks like a kidney. Looks like a little stone. Oh, here's a bigger one. A lot of detail in this one. Oh, it looks like little 3-leaf clovers almost, and little leaves. Lots of detail. And I'm a sucker for things that sparkle. This is a light purple, and it is very detailed with cut-out shapes that really catch the light. On this one, it's like a red, cherry red, quite beautiful. Blue. Orange. It has the stars on it. And green. Like a peach. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like mesh. Kind of mesh button. These buttons are pretty interesting. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting too. It's kind of got a little mother of pearl almost background. Let's see. Oh, that's unique. As is this one. Little butterfly. Well, I hope that you have really enjoyed this video. Note I always try to bring you new content as often as I can. I always enjoy our quality time together. Remember to take good care of yourselves, because you deserve it. and I'll see you soon. Good night.